Hi there. Well, saying that I am addicted to Jay Kristoff, it's like, wow, I'm so addicted to everything he's writing and all the books that I'm reading of his because he is that good, because he writes in a way that I've never seen something like that. I mean, in this series, in Godsgrave, we are going to find dark characters. With that, I mean people who are not your hero material. We are going to keep following on Maya in her vengeance thing, and we are going to find her going into darker places because in this book we are going to see how she begins discovering things about the Red Church and the people who she thought they were friends, and she's going also to have the second thing about enemies, people who she thought there were enemies and maybe they are not enemies or maybe they are. So everything we learn in the first book, it's going to have to be like re-spoon and relearn, and we will have to follow Maya, in this path in which she begins to discover that nothing is what it looks like, and maybe danger, friends, enemies are quite a different thing that she believed in the first book. So for me that's amazing. I'm not going to say much because in the way that Jay Kristoff writes, there's lots of things going on, and saying one thing might spoil like half the book, because we began the book and we are finding Maya that she is in the middle of a caravan, everyone has died, she's in the middle of the desert, and she managed to get herself sold into slavery because she has this plan that you're going to learn when you begin reading, because we are going to find like this kind of flashback things in which we are going to travel back in time and we are going to learn what happened in the past that prompted Maya to be in the place she's now. So, I'm not going to say anything because it will be like in the middle of the book that you will begin to understand the great scope of this book. And this is something that I love about these books, because you begin the book in a place and then we have all these flashbacks and they're done so wonderfully that they integrate completely with the story. You don't feel like you are being pushed away or anything. You feel like everything has this sense, and that's amazing. And I also love that when you are nearing the end, like in here more or less, the shit becomes real. I mean, sorry for the expression, but everything began dropping, and when I ended the book I was left like gasping completely for air because it was amazing. There were so many turns. I was thrown up and down and sideways and all the fucking ways, and I was left thinking, oh my god, I didn't see that coming or this coming. And that's amazing because you began to feel this need of keep on reading, this speed the book is getting, and everything is marvelous, and it's like, oh my god, and everything, you begin to see all the plots that you didn't see as important plots, they began to unfold, and everything is important, and everything is related, and you're like left gasping for air, and I have to say that I love that. Yeah, we're going to find all the characters that we have been seeing in the previous books. We are going to see Mercurial, Maya, and lots of characters. I'm not going to say the names because then it won't be as surprising to you as it was for me when I was reading it for the first time. And I have to say that I love how Jay Kristoff writes about dark characters and makes you root for them. It's not like, okay, they are bad people, I don't want anything to do with them. No, it's not like that, because it's like they are real people, they have gone through lots of things that explain why they are in the place they are now. You might like them, you may hate them, you might sympathize, you may not, but there are characters that are so solid and so real that you have to say, hey, guy, you did great, because all of them, are human, and all of them makes you care about something about them, whether you want to see them dead or whether you want to see them succeed. And that is amazing, because personally I think that when someone writes a character that is not exactly good, it's not exactly a hero, when you write a dark character, it's quite difficult to make this character likable, and to make people be able to empathize and relate with these characters. And Jay Kristoff does that in an amazing way. You're reading about Maya, who's a murderer, a thief, a liar, someone who wants vengeance, someone who has demons reading with her shadow, and you care for her because she has this part of her that's human, that feels, that shows compassion, and you are attracted to her despite all her flaws, or maybe you are attracted to her because of that, because you see that she's human, that she second doubts herself, that she stops and thinks, is this worth it? is this people I am killing worth the end I'm going to achieve, this vengeance I want? So that for me makes her very human, and I love her a lot. And all of the characters we are going to find in this book, all of them have similar ordeals, similar things that make them alive. And maybe they are in the wrong or maybe they are in the right, but they are so solid and so human and so coherent that you have to love every one of the characters in this book. I have to say, as I say in the first book, that if you love dark fantasy, if you love to be surprised in every page, if you want something that's going to make you flip over and be like, ah, these books are for you, because there is a lot of shit going on, and they are strong books, they are dark books, they're brilliant, they're bloody, they're different, they're real, and they talk at you. It's amazing. I'm loving everything that I'm reading by Jay Kristoff. I discovered him like in the previous book that I read of him. It's like this is the second one, I am reading the third one, and I have to say that I love this author because he writes some things that I have never seen. So it's so worth it, because it's amazing to see how well he writes, how well he develops things, feelings, fears, passions, loves, vengeance, and yeah, I mean, I love it. I know that I say as little as I can about this book when I review it, but if I do say more, I can, as I say at the beginning, spoil everything, because, as I say, they began in the middle of it, and they began recounting the past, and they're situating yourself, and if I say something, I can spoil the entire book for you, but please just check Jay Kristoff out, because he's an amazing author, and yeah, you're going to love him. If you can read the first pages in Amazon or whatever, in the library, in whatever place, and you're going to be sucked into this world, because he is amazing. Yeah, I know, I'm so like ass kissing him, but he is that good. He's amazing, and I love how brilliantly he writes and puts yourself in a world where nothing is what it seems, where there is danger and there is hope, and there is this, you have to confront your fear. And I love how he makes us think. I love how the main character, the hero or anti-hero, is a girl. I love the changes that it brings for us women, to have a woman who's forefront, and she does everything, and she's amazing. And we also are going to find same-sex couples, and we're going to find a lot of critics to society, to places in the world that live in riches where others are dying in poverty. We're going to find a lot of things in his books, and yeah, please read them, because he's amazing. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.